You know, I always wondered, what is the easiest Polish name out there? Easiest Polish name. Grzegorz Burszczykiewicz. Sounds fairly easy to me. Hold on a second, does this mean I got Polish citizenship now? So today it is time to restore the Polish Tsardom. That's right, we're forming the Polish Tsardom, not the Commonwealth. That's also why we have half of our country missing here. And if you want to know more about this run, you'll find the link to the first part in the description below. For those of you that are new here though, we essentially managed to snake our way into the Ottoman lands. Most of the Balkans, massive snake. We got Danzig as well, Lithuanians and so on. And we gave away these lands to the Great Horde because we want to directly own this as Polish provinces. We cannot take that from our Lithuanian PU unless we integrate them, which is a lot later. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna attack the Great Horde later when the truce is over. Until then though, we have to start a few wars around here, so let's get our diplomat back. And the first war will be known as against the Teutons. By the way, there is no HRE. I dismantled the HRE in the first 4 years of this campaign, so I don't have any issues with the aggressive expansion as consequence. And that's also why Brandenburg managed to expand like crazy, as did a few other countries around the HRE. Avec le Quickstack and Vapenicum, I'm also exploiting the development in all of my Catholic provinces, not the Orthodox ones, because I want to switch over to Orthodoxy and I need 50% of my country to be Orthodox if I want to switch over to that, which means I got to get rid of some of the dev in my Catholic provinces, as well as try and spawn in religious zealots. Right now I've got 45% of my provinces as Orthodox and 54 as Catholic. Not a massive issue. I'm actually going to switch on over to more Orthodox provinces after I take back my lands in the Ukrainian parts. It's also time to build a few workshops, since we want to have a strong economy, and workshops are the best building to have if you want to have a strong economy, since it scales massively in the long run compared to churches, which doesn't scale as well in the mid to late game. I'm going to be using Mecklenburg as a prestige farm. I'm getting 13 prestige from them. More than happy with that. I should have probably got war reparations. I kind of forgot about that. It's okay. It's okay. Mistakes were made. We'll just move on. Nobody saw anything. Before we continue, I want to thank today's sponsor, Rise of Kingdoms, a real-time strategy game that's been around for 3 years and is cross-platform. It has over 100 million worldwide players, so you can battle thousands of players at the same time. Rise of Kingdoms is now available on PC as well as on mobile via iOS and Android. In Rise of Kingdoms, you can choose from 13 historical civilizations, recruit hundreds of historical generals, advance through the historical eras, develop technology, build your dream city, and recruit massive armies. The mysterious Egyptian civilization has just been added. This brand new civilization comes with powerful troops and great heroes that will compete with the other 12 civilizations. By participating in community events, new and current players can win a trip to Egypt, so don't miss out and click the link in the description to download the game and use the gift code to get incredible resources. Let's also vassalize the Wallachians, since we have the relations to make them our vassal. So now when we attack the Ottomans, we can feed them back all of our cores. Plus, we have the Byzantines here, which we didn't release just yet. We're going to release them and again, feed them back their cores as well. Hey, look at that, boyos. We got Orthodox zealots about to spawn in. Let's provoke them. I want them to actually spawn in so they can start converting stuff. And we might as well kill off the rest of the rebels. Let's spawn in all of the other ones that we have, so that whenever we declare the war on the Ottomans, we're ready. We don't need to worry about rebellions. I don't think I've ever seen Tripoli released from Tunis before, and I'm talking released here. They're not anybody's vassal, okay? That's a different story. Also very interesting to see Morocco split in half by Tlemcen. What happened here? Oh, and Tlemcen's allied to the Ottomans. All right, let's see how this war's gonna go. We released the Byzantines and we're gonna be declaring our war. We got some artillery pieces now since we are military tech 7, but the Ottomans are also military tech 7, so that's going to be a little bit of an issue because they got better troops than us overall. They got more morale as well, discipline, siege ability, oh god, they got everything more than us. This is going to be interesting, that's for sure. Definitely means I'm going to have to barrage and assault some of these fortifications before the Ottomans actually get back to the Balkans. Hey, look at that, the Byzantines hired the Free Company. They watched some of my videos apparently. 32 dies to take Selanik. All right, let's go to the next areas here. And this also cracked. Ooh, let's go. Assaultski, boys. Assaultski time. Come on. Folius Maximus Constantinius. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is really not good. Let's bring our army here. We took Constantinople, but that might not be the best thing here, considering these guys are having a stroke or something. They're not sure if they should attack us or not. No, they're gonna attack us. They changed their mind. They're 100% sure they will attack us now. Come on, we gotta reinforce this. Oh, we got it. Okay, they got a 0. We might actually win this, considering they got the -2 from crossing the strait as well. So we won the battle. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty lucky as well, to be fair, because my troops managed to make it back in here in time. Otherwise, I would have gotten my our mercenary army stack wiped. Well, not stack wiped, but ravaged. Let's say ravaged. Now it's time to Carpethius Siegicus before the other enemies of the Ottomans siege down stuff, since they're at war with Theodoro and I think Genoa. Hot damn, I'm speed when it comes to sieging down provinces. We pretty much have all the war score we can get from the Balkan side. Now we still have one for it, actually, never mind. But afterwards, we're gonna have to cross on over to the Anatolian so we can get more war score. I don't have enough. 40% is literally nothing, and I need at least 60% to get the provinces that I want to get. You know, Crimea and allies, if you guys actually helped against the Ottomans, your country might not be completely overswamped by them. And yes, I just invented a new word. There ya go, boys. Overswamped. New lore. Please don't use that. I'm actually relieving their sieges here because I'm just a really kind soul. It's totally not because I don't want them to peace out and because I want the Ottomans to keep on focusing on them. Totally not because of that, okay? Just putting it out there. All right, we kicked their butts over here. We lost more troops than they did, but we still kicked their butts, okay? That's how it really is, all right? Just shut up. Let's wait for them to get movement locked in Mansour, and now we can ambush them. It's an ambush, Otto bros. Hey, you didn't see it. You didn't see it at all, did you? Boom, snackados. How did I even lose more troops again? Let's also kill off Akoyunlu's units, and for that matter, let's go to Akoyunlu and try and piece them out, actually. Operation Remove the Black Sheep is underway. Oh, actually, I can get white peace with them right now. Let's do that. Can I even get a little bit of money? I can make him cancel the alliance with the Ottomans? Yeah, okay, sure. That's fairly okay. Hot dang! Albania wants to offer me condottieri. Sure, Albania. Definitely in your best interest for the Ottomans to be gone from this region, isn't it? Oh, wait, they don't have Skanderberg no more? Not sure I even want you condottieri then. You better prove yourself to be worthy of the 19 ducats. The funny part is that I've managed to do more damage with these 3,000 units here than with the rest of my army, because by sieging down all of their provinces in Anatolia, I starved the Ottomans economically to the point where they only have 30,000 units left and 0 manpower. Obviously, the fact that I crushed their armies multiple times also helped, but they managed to take Constantinople back, so I have to take it back if I want to get proper peace deal here. We've integrated the nation of Danzig, so now we can do the next missions here. Defeat the Knights gives us a claim on all Carpathian and Balkan region provinces owned by the Ottomans, so that means we got our juicy claims here on all of the Balkans. These are not permanent claims, so keep that in mind. And with Sugla out of the way, I'm fairly certain that we can do whatever we want in this peace deal, and that is exactly what's happening. I can get 100% of this, giving back all of the cores to my vassalin, with the obvious exception of Byzantium city itself, Constantinople. I'm gonna get this in the next war against the Ottomans. I wanted to get a little bit of money as well, because I'm gonna go to war with the Great Horde now. Let's bring our boyos by the border with the Great Horde first. Looks like it's time to reclaim what's rightfully ours. We're gonna go with our very own claims here, not the claims of the Lithuanians. Obviously, I could go for the reconquest, of course, but obviously I don't want to do that. I've also got a massive amount of manpower, so I might actually ban the mercenary company after this war. I'll use up their manpower pool first, and then after I'll just get rid of them. Dispose of them as if they were a useless piece of cloth or something. Georgia seems to have done pretty good for itself. They actually managed to take some of Akoyunlu's lands after I canceled their alliance with the Ottomans, and Biapaz for that matter is also pretty big. I'm gonna keep them like this. Even though I'm at war with them, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna take some of their money maybe, and that's pretty much it. Avec Lesigius of Astaricus. Wait, you don't want to piece me out yet still? What? Biapaz, you boys, come on. You gotta work with me here. I'm trying to be nice to you, but if you do this, I might just destroy you. Alright, it is time to make Lepiski, and I'm taking all of these provinces. I'm I'm also taking vote on it simply so that I can have an access to the Ryazanian part and start getting claims on Ryazan proper. And can we take a little bit of money? We can go for 100% war score actually. Nice. Now, look how beautiful we are, boyos. Look how absolutely delicious we look. And it is time to, of course, core up everything now. Oh my dude, are you serious? I literally gave them the order not to do anything and just be passive, and they're killing off my Orthodox rebels. For real, dude? I waited so long for these freaking zealots to spawn and you killed them off. Oh my freaking lord. I hate the AI. I freaking hate the AI so much. Now we also have the Cossacks estate, so we can give out the Cossacks exploration expeditions, which means we can develop provinces for a lot cheaper as long as they are steppe provinces. We got minus 15 dev cost reduction from that, which is a massive amount. Plus, we can also give Cossack self-governance, recruit the Cossack leaders, and establish Cossack regiments. But first, we got to get a little bit more crownlands, so we're going to be developing our provinces a bit. Plus, we're going to be seizing crownlands once we don't have any more rebels, which is right now. Time to kill the rebels that popped out, though. Guess who joined our court? That's right, it's Nicolaus Copernicus, the most difficult name in all of Polish history. That's why nobody names their kids Nicolas anymore, when you can clearly name them Grzegorz. Am I right? Come on. Nothing feels better than lowering that autonomy in your provinces. It's almost as good as having a girlfriend, isn't it, guys? Who am I kidding? You wouldn't know what that feels like. So, Nicolaus, considering you're 75% cheaper, and I also have the privilege that makes you another 25% cheaper, does that mean you're free? No, it doesn't. In case you guys didn't know, the advisor cost reduction modifiers stop at minus 90%. So you're always going to pay at least 10% of the cost of the advisors. Also, you ugly Nicolaus. Yeah, I said it. What you gonna do about it? Time for a little bit more reducing the autonomy, because I feel bad about calling Nicolaus ugly, so, you know. The Ukrainian lands are basically the best area in the entirety of the game to be playing toll in, because look at this. We have farmlands, grasslands, and steppe. And remember that with the steppes, we have the privilege that we gave out for the Cossacks, so these areas are also insanely cheap to develop. Imagine how cheap this is gonna get once we have the full playing toll idea set unlocked. Wait a second, Genoa is a vassal of Crimea? What? Did they just lose their lands in Italy? Oh, they did! Oh my god, Milan just migrated to Genoa and Venice killed off Milan proper. What the hell is happening in this game, man? Meanwhile, Morocco has 4 separate land areas, and because there's no HRE anymore, the nations in the HRE have really expanded a lot more than you would expect them to expand otherwise. Provence, I think, got the inheritance because they do have a lot of the lands here in Burgundy. Actually, no, they didn't. They just literally took all the lands from Burgundy, and Burgundy has 4 provinces left. Ooh, that's a juicy Burgundian potential vassal right there, if you know what I mean. Oh my dude, are you serious? I hate this event. Both of these are horrible, but always go for the hit. Never lose your army tradition, because army tradition is hard to get, and it's really vital to have as high as of army tradition as you possibly can, since it makes your troops a lot stronger. Also want to mention, because Nicolaus Copernicus is so cheap, you want to make sure you upgrade him to level 5, because even at level 5, you're going to pay like 6-7 ducats, which is barely any sort of ducats compared to the amount of mana points that you're getting from this dude. The Protestant Reformation triggered in Thuringia. That's not so bad, actually. It's not as close to us as I would have expected it to be. Would have been horrible if it triggered like in Berlin or something of the sorts. It's going to take a while for the Protestants to actually get into our lands, and in the meanwhile, we can switch on over to Orthodoxy, because we already have 50% Orthodox lands. Bada bing, bada boom, time for another crusade against the Ottomans. That did not rhyme, but it's okay, because we're still doing the crusade, and whatever, bro. I can do of the rhyme if I want to. I just choose not to. It's a choice I'm making. If you can guess who got the Burgundian inheritance, then you have to subscribe. If you cannot guess, then you have to subscribe. Are you ready for this? It's Munster. Munster freaking got the inheritance. We got a 1-province, minor Irish nation about to integrate the entirety of Burgundy and become a Chad Lord of a nation here. Thank God at least Holland managed to break away before this all happened. Fingers crossed we managed to win the Battle of Gallipoli without having to reinforce. No, looks like we will have to reinforce here. Let's leave a few units behind and let's go help our boyos kick back those Ottoman scumbags across the river. Wait, where are you guys retreating? It's all good. Now we have to cross as well well, and I guess we have to go all the way around the Black Sea because there's no other way. Also, the Ottomans killed off Georgia. They were so big and beautiful, and now all that's left is basically what the Georgians started with. They reduced Georgia to starting provinces, man. Bet the Georgians feel like progress. Well, this run we've had none. Here's a little bit of magic, boyos. This fort is at minus 42%, but it is gonna fall as soon as this ticks. Who can tell me why, chat? Who can tell me why? Yes, you're correct. It's because it has 99 garrison, and whenever the garrison is below 100 garrison, the fort falls. Congratulations! You clearly have not been outside the house for a very long time. So the Ottomans just went up to military tech 9, which means that the Janissary units are crushing me in every single battle. So I'm avoiding them until I manage to get tech 9 as well. Right now, I'm still on tech 8, and I'm basically trying to get the fortifications they have in Anatolia in the meanwhile, whilst I let them siege down the Balkans. Hey, finally we got military tech 9 as well, so let's change over to the pike infantry at the end of this month. I think the Ottomans are starting to notice me now because I've done quite a little bit of damage, but they have finished sieging down all of the Balkans. Holy snaps, dude, like they basically siege every single fort almost instantly. It's insane how fast they siege these things, man. Did you guys ever feel like the AI sieges stuff a lot faster for some reason? Or is it just my imagination? Jesus, mother of God, I just realized I've been fighting these guys for 10 freaking years, man. I mean, I've had fun, don't get me wrong, but it's time to make peace. I'm not going for 100% obviously, because in order to get 100%, I have to unsiege again all the stuff that they've unsieged, or better yet, re-siege it. It's just back and forth because our troops are pretty evenly matched right now. I want to take all the Balkan holdings with the exception of Constantinople, and I would love to take Biga as well, but that would be a little bit more war score, and I'm not in the mood to stay in this war for any longer. So let's just peace out, and then we'll just attack them again when the truce is over with more troops and a refreshed economy, because we've started to actually take loans. We got one loan. It's also about time that we clean up the borders and we get rid of Crimea. Don't try to run away from me, Crimea. Don't try to run away. I know where you live, okay? So you cannot technically go anywhere. Sounds a little bit weird when I say that out loud. Maybe I should not ever say that again. Oh, look, it's Nogai, everybody. Sorry, sir, but this is Pride Month, okay? We cannot let you be roaming around here like this. And because we have 53% of our country Orthodox, we now can also accept Orthodox as our primary religion. We just gotta go to the Orthodox zealots. They don't even need to spawn in, and we can just accept the demands, which means that Orthodoxy is now our primary religion, and it also means that we have a lot of juicy Catholic areas here to conquer in the nearby future. Yeah. I came to the Nogai lands to say hello. Oh no, I only came to say hello, Nogai. Why you attack me like that, bro? Why you so aggressive? Let's see if we can take a little bit of money from Nogais here. Oh wow, 605 ducats, yo. That is amazing. That's actually gonna help us out so much because we actually have 2 loans, so we can pay both of our loans out. Thank you so much, Nogai Horde. You're the best horde I've ever known. And for my disappearing act, I will make Crimea disappear. Also, because Genoa was Crimea's vassal and I fully annexed Crimea, now Genoa is my vassal, and that means I got some cores in the Italian peninsula I can conquer back. So in order to form the Polish Tsardom, we need to have Ruthenian as our primary culture, and the way that you do that is essentially you need to have 50% of all your stated province Ruthenian. Right now it's 49% with 40% because I've actually unstated some of my states, like the one in Slovakia, most of the ones in the Balkans, and a couple of the ones in Poland as well. But another thing I can do now, in order to not unstate anything else, I can just develop my Ruthenian provinces. So for example, I can go here, boom, boom, boom a few times, and that brought me over to still 49. Let's see if this is 50. Now it's 50, and I just need to wait for 1 more month so I can get the Diplo points. There you go, 100 Diplo points. Now we have Ruthenian as our primary culture, and that means we can reclaim our Ruthenian legacy. We just need admin tech 10, and since we already have switched to Ruthenian as our primary culture, we can also make full states out of every single province we have once more. And for the provinces that belong to our vassals before, like the Danzig provinces, which I never fully stated before, we don't need to pay any extra admin points for these. We just have to pay admin points to make full states out of the ones that we unstated before, or better yet, the ones that were not a part of our vassals' lands. Hey, I just noticed Bavaria formed. That is so beautiful, dude. And they even managed to take all of the archbishoprics around, like Passau, Salzburg, Regensburg, even Augsburg. Bavaria is a Chad lord. You know what? I think I'm actually going to try and get an alliance with them. Now, I want to mention some things. First off, whenever you want to integrate the Lithuanians, if you don't want to do the Tsardom path, that you can just simply form the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, which in turn gives you until the end of the game +1 promoted cultures, and you automatically integrate Lithuania, but this is an end game tag. So that means if you do this, you cannot form Ruthenia afterwards. So you have to choose between Ruthenia or the Commonwealth. Obviously, I prefer the Ruthenian part because Ruthenia is way stronger. If you want, you can wait until you integrate Lithuania so that you can get the PU over Hungary as well as the PU over Bohemia. Both of these are Polish mission trees / Commonwealth ones. So if you go for the Ruthenian part, then you're gonna lose this mission tree and you cannot get these PUs over Hungary and Bohemia. You also get another juicy mission here with diplomatization cost -15%. That is really great, but I'm not doing any of this. We're going for the Tsardom. So we're gonna click reclaim Ruthenian legacy. Do not take the new traditions and ambitions, and we get a brand new mission tree here that is extremely juicy but very small, sadly. And we still have the Polish ideas, which are super strong. I mean, we get infantry combat ability and manpower, cav combat ability, discipline, morale of armies +15, production efficiency. Poland / Commonwealth has insane ideas, guys. Now, the great part is because we're Orthodox, we will eventually get 33% local manpower increase. Plus, we can also choose to become a Tsardom. Remember that you have to manually click this and you're going to lose 50 reform progress in the process, but it's worth it because you get the ability to claim entire states. You get governing capacity +250, manpower +20, and the best part, you have the ridiculously overpowered Streltsy infantry, which you can also spawn for free from your government interaction, namely the Raise Streltsy interaction. Also, since we have done all of this, we can also accept Romanians as an accepted culture, and later on Bulgarians. We will probably culturally convert the Slovaks to Ruthenian. Stretching from the Gulf of Finland all the way to the Aegean Sea, our Polish legacy is one that very few have seen in their games. If you enjoyed this video, you're definitely gonna love this England video up next. And I want to give a massive thank you to all of my patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers. I would not be able to do this without all your support.